Welcome to the Soya Says podcast. This is episode number 14. And today I'm talking about acting on stage acting to be precise. Now, I being born in a family and growing up with people that don't really shy away from stage, it wasn't an earth shattering achievement to win a city level mono acting competition at the age of 7. In fact, it was only the beginning of what could have been a very different career journey than my present one. I love being on stage, performing something. That something could be anything that's, well rehearsed and worth the time of the audience. The absolute best part of being on stage is, and I'm being honest here, without a doubt, the absolute best part is the attention. When you're on stage, this is when every single person in the audience, they are glued to you and they are paying attention and they are interested in everything, right from your appearance and costumes to the way you're walking, from your expressions and gestures to your voice modulation, everything. And this attention can exude so much energy that you may either outperform or you may also sweat out of nervousness. Professional theater artists, and I've seen them perform, they are seldom distracted by this energy. They can even channel it correctly and it reflects in their performances. Nonetheless, these guys, right, the professional artists, they possess the capability to deliver their natural performance no matter what the reaction of the audience is. And you can think of it like Virat Kohli, right? Virat Kohli playing a defense on a wicket taking delivery in spite of the thousands in the stadium chanting for a six. Yet he still plays defense because he is unaffected by the crowd reaction. But let's get off the stage. You and me, all of us, we actually act all of the time. And it might sound random to you, but here's an example. Consider you are taking a walk in the park on a lovely Sunday evening. It's Sunday, you're, basically walking in the park. Now, out of the blue, you see a raging dog charging towards you. And before you could do anything, the dog bites you. Now, you have a dog bite on a pleasant Sunday evening for no apparent reason. What would be your reaction? Will you kick the dog? Will you kick the dog's owner? Will you scream for help? Will you start crying? Will you get down and maybe hug the dog, kiss the dog, have fun with the dog for a while? Your reaction here could very well depend on the dog owner. What would be your reaction if the dog was being walked by a cute child who is now concerned? What if the dog was owned by the most beautiful woman you've ever seen? Would your reaction be different if the dog was owned by some shabby dude who looked like he doesn't even care? What if the dog owner rushes to attend you and apologizes to you, tells you that the dog has been inoculated for against rabies, and the dog owner offers to take you to the nearest hospital? You see, in all these scenarios, the dog bite, it hurts the same. But the reaction of the dog owner can very well determine what your reaction is going to be. And let's not call this an act. This is not acting because it's just human nature. And all of us are so damn good natural actors. So I used to go to a class to learn acting for some time. And one of the things that the mentor told me there was we are all switching characters based on who we interact with. Parents, spouse, siblings, teachers, managers, subordinates, colleagues, friends, strangers. We may be different to all of these people without us even realizing it. This is substantiated further by a couplet from an Urdu shair called Malik Zada Javed. And he says, जिंदगी एक कहानी के सिवा कुछ भी नहीं, लोग किरदार निभाते हुए मर जाते हैं. It is loosely translated as life is nothing more than a story and people play characters all their life. Robert Greene, in his book 48 Laws of Power, which I've also given a summary of, I'll share a link to it in the description below. So, in his book, he has included a gripping paragraph on acting. Robert Greene says, learn to play many roles, to be whatever the moment requires. Adapt your mask to the situation. Be protean in the faces you wear. Bismarck played this game to the perfection. To a liberal, Bismarck was a liberal. To a hawk, he was a hawk. He could not be grasped, and what cannot be grasped cannot be consumed. So that's all in this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.